Hi guys, and welcome to this short tutorial on how to use the new WORLD Minimap. I'm the developer and I'd like to just showcase what I've made and hopefully you guys can enjoy it. I made a small overlay application that runs as a separate app that has a transparent background and shows a small minimap for you in the game. As you can see here. There's some few features and settings with the map, and it all starts off with uh, settings that you can configure. The application uses a small screen capture of the position data that can be found in the top right hand corner of the screen. To get this position data, all you need to do is go into the settings menu, visuals, and scroll down to the bottom to find show FPS. As soon as that value is on, you'll see the position data. Once you have the position data available, you can open up the menu and just confirm that the position is being captured. Some of you might use screens with a higher or lower resolution, so just use these arrows to click and drag until the values are positioned correctly. Use the preview window to see if it's capturing at least some data. Then you can also click and drag the minimap to move it to your desired location and scale it to be either smaller or larger depending on your preference. Sometimes you need to fine tune the position value a little bit, so you can also just type that in. I've added an additional feature called Enable Alt Lock, and I'll explain how that works in a few seconds. You'll also see that there's a small button in the lower left corner, which is a quick show and hide option to show or hide the minimap, depending if you want to use it now or if you're in a dungeon, for instance, and do not need it at the moment. I'll just save the settings as is and go back to the game. As you can see, the values are persisted, and as I move again, it's being picked up. Like I mentioned, the show hide button here, if you normally click on it, it either shows or hides the minimap. The map has multiple filters for resources and as well as a zoom in and zoom out. So as you can see, it's using the data that comes from the New World Fans New World Map website, and you can easily access that website by clicking on this icon. It opened up in a second screen. Nice. Please use this map to, for instance, plot your resource paths or routes that you want to use, and then just use the minimap to pinpoint the things near your location. As I mentioned, it's an overlay, so you'll see it even running over the browser. When back in the game, again, there's multiple filters that you can enable or disable. I've added the primary 5 filter types, either showing you the locations of named monsters or beasts that you can hunt, all ore nodes, including iron, steel, star metal, silver, gold, and so forth. Any plant life is also grouped into one specific section. Essence used for jewel crafting, and then chests as well as the battle notes or documents that you can find. So using this, you are able to select which resource you're currently looking for. Yeah, like I mentioned, the app is an overlay, and you can, for instance, sometimes accidentally maybe click on the buttons as your mouse is still active in the background. So I've added the feature where you can hold the left Alt key, click on the lock, and this would prevent you from selecting any any of, or accidentally clicking on any of the icons, for instance. You can unlock it again, holding Alt, clicking on the Show Hide button, and re-enable the filters. Yeah, I think the important part is maybe just getting the positioning data configured correctly. Please also remember that this is an overlay application doing character recognition on an image, and luckily for me at the moment it's quite dark, so the contrast between the background and the actual values are quite good, and the update on the minimap is quite smooth. If you find yourself in an area like Everfall, which is quite an autumnish color, or even in the north in the snow, the positioning might be a little bit off and you might not always get your correct positioning values. This is a best effort part, and I am continuously trying to improve and get feedback from the community. Also, yeah, I will leave some links in the description below to a Discord channel if you're interested in joining, and also giving your feedback and suggestions. Thanks, and happy gaming.